Hi dears, hope you all are fine, shine, healthy and wealthy. Today I have to discuss the new plan of the Israel. Israel is now increasing the number of settlers in the Golan Heights and referring is as a demographic development. The Prime Minister is saying that the cabinet approved such developments and now we have to increase the number of settlers in the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights was captured by the Israel in the 1967 and uh, Niset annexed Golan Heights in 1981. And for now, two of the third person of the Golan Height is with the Israel, and some of it is with the Syria, and a buffer zone is established between Israel and Syria by the United Nations, and also a peacekeeping force of the United Nations enter into the buffer zone. But now the Assad regime is falling, and after the Israeli Prime Minister is saying that our agreement was with the Assad government, and his government is falling, so that's why we are entering into the Golan Heights. The United Nations and the international world condemned such entering of the force of Israel into the buffer zone. But the United Nations is saying that on three sides the Israeli military exists, and also Israel conducted airstrikes. Up to now, more than 800 airstrikes the Israel have been conducted, and also they started ground operations. And they are saying that we have some potential threat from the rebellion group, from the Hayat Tahrim al-Sham group, is they were considering before 2018 as an extremist, but we have some potential threats from it. So that's why we are targeting the military installations, the weapons, the air and naval bases uh, to decrease the potential threat to Israeli state and the Israeli people. So that's why we are conducting such type of operations. And now their plan is revealing, and they are increasing the number of settlers in the Golan Heights and referring it as a demographic development. And they also approved some budget for these settlers up to 40 million shekels, which when we convert it to the dollars, so it's become $11 million. So they are preparing in the budget $11 million for those settlers to be increased, and they are saying that strengthening of the Golan Height is a strengthening of the Israel. When in the Golan Heights, the Israel's strength is more, it means that the Israeli state will not feel any threat from the Syrian such groups, such opposition groups. So that's why they are considering to strengthen the Golan Heights and increasing the number of settlers in the region. But on the other hand, the analyst is saying that Israel is considering the Assad regime fall as an opportunity, so that's why they entered into the buffer zone. They captured some of the lands of the Syria and now increasing the number of settlers. So they are considering it an opportunity by the Israeli state. And also he is declaring that our agreement was with Assad regime, and now his regime is falling, and the buffer zone is owned to Israel, not to Syria. So that's why they are considering that this is we will increase the number of settlers here. The Golan Height was only accepted by the Donald Trump in his first term from 2017 to 2021. He declared that Golan Height owned by the Israel, and it is not illegally occupied. Although the all countries are considering, the United Nations is considering Golan Heights of Syria territory and illegally occupied by Israel, but Donald Trump is considering it a Israel sovereignty and Israel territory. And now he is taking charge on January 20. He won election in November and now will take charge in January 20. And also the Israeli Prime Minister is saying that we have good talks with the Donald Trump. I discussed the all situation with the Donald Trump about the settlers, about the Gaza and Israel war, and also discuss the ceasefire agreement. But on the other hand, the analyst is referring the increase of settlers is like West Bank. When they were capturing the West Bank, first they captured the land, then increased the settlements in the area, and finally occupied the area and increased the number of settlers. And now they are declaring the permanent city and the permanent part of the Israel. So that's why their plan is also here in the Golan Heights, that now they are, first they grab the land, now they are increasing the number of settlers, then the Golan Heights will be their permanent occupant area, and they will consider it as a city, as a part, as a province. So their plan is like that. Israel is saying that Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu is saying that we have no interest in the war with the Syria, but Israel is conducting more than 800 strikes. They are grabbing the land of Syria. So there is a hypocrisy. He is saying to the media that he will not involve in the war with the Syria, but on the other hand, he is conducting strikes and justifying his strikes that he have some potential. His country has some potential threat from such rebellion groups. So that's why he is weakening the military capability of the such groups. They can use it against us in future. So that's why they are weakening their military capabilities. Now, the Saudi Arabia government is condemning such increasement of the settlers of the Israel, and also declaring that Israel is illegally occupying Golan Heights and now increasing the number of settlers. The Israeli state is totally violating the UN agreements, the UN international laws. But I am asking from you, what the Israel is doing here, what he is saying that he have some potential threat from the rebellion groups in Syria. That's why conducting airstrike. Is their statement will defend what they are doing or not? Write down me in comment section. Thank you.